Giannis was up to his old tricks. He had, let's see here, 22 points, 11 rebounds in just 21 minutes. Watching this game, I was sitting watching it, and he was just getting his way to the basket, bullying his way into the paint, and just dunking all over everybody. So the question I have is this, is everyone looks at his game and says, he needs to shoot a jump shot. He needs to develop a jump shot. But when you can get to the rim the way that he can, does he need to develop a jump shot, Malika?
Oof, man, I'm so curious to get to Jalen's thoughts on this, but here's what I think. In the regular season, no. He's going to be able to get to the basket at will like that. And also, I'm really glad to see Dante DiVincenzo out on the court and healthy because
Shout out to his fresh fade.
Yeah,
too.
that was a rough touch and go there a little bit last season. So in the regular season, I do think that Giannis is going to be able to make it work without a jumper. He's the MVP. He's an amazing, incredible player. We haven't seen his skill set combined with his length really ever before, and that is something that is freaking awesome. But in the playoffs, when you're playing the same team for as many as 7 games and they have time to strategize and try different things, that was the issue in the playoffs for him last year. He couldn't put down those daggers because he couldn't get to the basket at will with that higher level, that more intensity. And so I think if they are going to be a team that is continuously in the finals, that's when having a jump shot would be something that's just a little bit extra that could solidify them as someone who can, as a team that can really throw down the hammer and potentially win a finals.
Jalen, your thoughts?
I'm actually glad that we're talking about Zion and Giannis back to back because all young players have room for growth. And both of these guys embody what the new big man is going to be in today's NBA. He has the dominant paint presence of a Shaquille O'Neal, but their body types are clearly different. Zion and he, both terrific ball handlers. The one play you saw him do a crossover and go down the middle and dunk, that was against Mike Conley, okay? He has those ball handling skills. So for Zion, people are gonna say, we're gonna take away his left hand. And then he's going to have to work on that. We're going to take away his layups and dunks. He's got to work on that. For the Greek Freak, since he can play a lot of minutes at the 5, and usually he's, unlike Zion, going to be the tallest player out there, you really ain't going to be able to stop him from getting to the basket. So he's one of those guys, along with Zion, you know they can't necessarily shoot, but you can't stop them from getting to the basket. But like Malika said, when the floor shrinks, the last 2 minutes of a game, when teams are double and triple and teaming you, when the playoffs come, that's when your efficiency can be exposed from shooting perimeter shots. Ben Simmons, the exact same thing. If he can't make jumpers outside of the paint, then it limits what Philadelphia can do. So yes, Giannis, if they plan on winning the East and beating a team like Philly, who I believe is more talented, he will have to be able to make some perimeter jump shots to soften up the defense.
It is now time for Soft Move or Boss Move.
Uh-oh.
Malika, Jalen Rose is a veteran NBA player. I, however, am a veteran rec league player. So I am so happy to present to you this tweet from a gentleman named Karl Anthony Towns. He tweeted, was at Equinox here in the Bay, enjoying my acai bowl, shout out to the acai bowl, and was asked if I would join a basketball league because I was, quote, tall. I told him I'm out, and he said I look like I at least tried basketball in high school. In actuality, he was right. Malika, not realizing Karl Anthony Towns is Karl Anthony Towns and asking Karl Anthony Towns to join your rec league basketball team, soft move or boss move.
Soft move, man.
Soft move.
I mean, if you, first of all, if you're an experienced rec player, but you were I assume that went hand in hand with some NBA fandom, right? If you're a hardcore rec player who's out there recruiting at an Equinox, also, I'm pretty sure that's the Equinox my father used to work at, so shout out that.
Oh, shout out to your dad's Equinox.
Yeah, shout out to my dad. You have to know who Karl Anthony Towns is. I mean, this isn't the NFL. This isn't guys hiding behind masks or under helmets. This is the biggest league in the world. It's taking over. If you are a basketball person, you should know who Karl Anthony Towns is. And yeah, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're not necessarily,
not on national TV every night. Yeah, not the Lakers.
But Karl Anthony Towns is a freaking all-star. You should know who he is. Soft move, dude.
Jalen, soft move or boss move?
I am rolling with my family, Malika, from the Bay. This is a soft move, and I'm gonna go a different reason why. Fortunately for me, I've been pretty famous since 1991, and I've learned sometimes people know who you are, yet they don't say anything.
They act like
and
they
I
don't.
want to use
Yep.
both of you guys as examples. Jacoby was a 10-year producer. Now he's been on television almost 10 years. Same with you, Malika, now being on TV so much. There are people that's going to come up to you and talk to you and or not say anything and know who you are. You can't be hooping at an Equinox and not know a 7-foot guy that'll eat an ICR bowl that's shooting threes ain't Karl Anthony Towns. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Yeah, I'm sure that my rec league captain would call my phone and be like, you know what? You're off the team. We got Karl Anthony Towns now. I'd be like, all right, I understand.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.